Okay, we are watching Bricky's every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell, because once we finish this video, I'm gonna play Warhammer Space Marine, and I don't know anything about them. We're studying in advance. We're doing some studying. Alright, begin.
The time has
fixed it.
come.
There we go.
The
There we go.
reckoning begins. Your boy got himself a shaker cup.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wait, hold on, it's really loud. It's really
After
loud, hold
many months of
Okay,
chilling
how's the volume?
gamer subs like
How's the
mad,
volume?
my favorite
How's
thing
the volume?
to do, we have
You can hear it, right?
ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's
There
here,
we go.
the official Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do
Whoa,
you
that's
see
crazy.
the
I
gal
guess
on
you can
here?
like
If it's
you
not
can
great
maybe buy the
focusing, I'm sure
Bricky
there'll be a
shaker
thing in the
cup.
background.
I actually
Skater.
I don't
Thing
know
in
if
the
it's still
background.
available. This
Blonde
video
white
is not
hair,
recent.
absolutely.
I don't know if it's
A
still
bit more
available. This
toned,
video is not
abs,
recent, but you know, if it is still
obviously,
available,
bikini, hit it, legally
if it's still
mark on the
available, you
face,
should go
of
buy the
course,
Bricky cup
she
using
wants
code
you
Arisa
to do the diddle
for 10%
thing,
off.
maybe, but most likely to serve
Much to consider.
a glorious army.
Better, good,
Legally
awesome. No longer
distinct
available. Damn it, my
items.
bit's ruined.
The Bricky shaker cup
His flavor is
is
good. Go buy his
available
flavor with code
now,
Arisa.
and you should get it while it is hot. But if you're thinking, Bricky,
Go
what
buy
should
his
I put
flavor
in this? Well, how
with
about
code
my
Arisa.
top 10 favorite gamer subs flavors from number 1 to number 10, all of them incredible.
Hashtag ad,
ballistic
hashtag ad,
regardless,
hashtag
and
ad.
an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now.
He has his own
in
flavor
the
now? Hell yeah, go buy
description
it. Go
of
buy
this
it.
video.
Go
You
buy
can
it with my
use
code.
Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive
His flavor is
amount
anime
of
six-pack.
profits goes to yours
Of
truly.
course.
And a huge thank you
Gonna
to
look.
Gamer Subs
Okay, sounds
for
good, sounds
sponsoring
good.
and for getting me this beautiful, beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more
Code
sip
Bricky,
for the
yeah, use code
camera,
Bricky.
slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys
That's
soon.
crazy. That's crazy. Oh wait, I need to be able to. I need to make sure that I'm tabbed in fully so that I can pause. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thanks to code Arisa soon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hello everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck
video
in the walls
begins.
of
The
most
video
prestigious
begins.
school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class.
We're gonna
God
learn.
bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video. Firstly,
Well, that's crazy.
thank
We've
you.
seen that
Secondly,
one.
We are here to dig a little deeper.
That's crazy. We've
Space
seen that
Marines
one.
are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40k, they think Space Marines. But there are many types of Space Marines.
This
formed
I
from
wasn't aware
20
of.
separate legions. We are going to rattle them off
A little
in
low? Yeah,
order
Lieutenant,
and give
Lieutenant.
you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of
There we go.
accuracy
I turned it up
and
a little bit more.
memes. If I say the Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children
Salamander?
and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space
I wonder if
Marine.
there's a vote to see a
Marine
reaction on that
being
previous
a
video.
genetically
Oh my god,
modified
there
super
may
soldier
be.
that's had a million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far
Fridge.
above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each
Oh.
Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically
crazy.
an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the
call
God
out.
Emperor
The call
of
out.
mankind, that gigantic
How did he
golden
know?
dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the
How did he
martyr
know?
of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines.
Oh, wait,
who
I
are
do remember
their
this.
sons.
Okay.
Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special
Ricky hangs out
organ
with
carrying the
VTubers, he
genetic
knows.
makeup of their Primarch.
Valid.
And, you know, their seed. So if
That's
Jagatai
crazy.
Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast, then his sons, the
Sonic
Space Marines,
genetics.
also want to go really, really fast. I should
Sonic
note that I'm only
genetics.
referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I
There's
do
more?
have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what
There's
you need.
more of
And
them?
now with the easy
I thought it was
explanation
ju-
out of the
I thought
way,
20
let
was
us
a lot
begin
already.
with our first legion. Dark Angels. Allegiance? Loyal.
Green. There's always more. Yeah, that's what I'm
Brian
learning.
L. Johnston, a duelist, a knight, A real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lion L. Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead.
I like his armor, he's shiny.
This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names
I like his wing hat.
follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you
there
have
is
never
no Fallen in Warhammer 40K.
Don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist.
Not a perfect rhyme, but it's
love
close
their
enough to Ba Sing Se, so I'll take
thrive
it.
in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special
I got
group
distracted by the music.
into 3 different factions.
I was like, wow, I haven't heard this music in a while.
Moving tough phalanx, the Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers, and the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece.
I don't like being suspicious of people. I like being suspicious to other people.
Is a special one.
I want people to have no idea what I'm like doing ever. You can check out for that. Have fun. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. Bye bye.
If you can see, the numbers all go to
Emperor
11.
The Emperor's Children.
There's
Allegiance,
pink ones.
Traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist,
pink ones.
an artist, a sneaky snake. And the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal
Those
of
be
all
my
things. And I
colors.
mean, look at him. Can you
Those do
truly
be
tell
my
me
colors.
he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he
Pink
is
is
the
perfect.
one
Yeah, all
you
I'm
look
hearing
at,
is
and
pink is
40K had a
perfect.
guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back. This is the fucking guy, which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos.
What?
Yes, Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, god of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound.
Sonic mention
and
again.
they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason,
So she's genderless but likes to have boobs. That's valid.
That's valid. And you dial it and you twist it.
That's valid.
The knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's Children.
That's the correct choice, I think.
Is dead. God
and warriors.
Dead. And we have killed him.
The Iron
And
Warriors.
warriors.
Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith.
I love the concept
an
of traitor
incel.
as an
Single word
allegiance.
descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our chaos
I love the
legions,
concept
we have
of
the
traitor
Iron
as an
Warriors
allegiance.
led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though,
I feel like
one
traitor
must
kind of
first
implies the
understand
lack of an
Perturabo,
allegiance,
a
but
man so bitter,
that's
coffee
delightful.
beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone
simply a hater.
so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus heresy.
Lore first. We're doing lore. This is like a study.
So Horus was
We're
the
studying
Emperor's
so that I
favorite son,
understand the
right?
game.
Once the Emperor walked into his
Also,
room,
hi, welcome.
Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then
Oh,
it
no.
started playing out a little bit more like
Oh, no.
this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Is this what you're all gonna
So
do
Iron
if you don't meet your
Warriors, the
Oshi?
Horus heresy wouldn't have gotten
Is that what
shit
happens?
done without Peter
Is that what
Turbo.
happens?
Imagine an entire
That did escalate
faction that is
quickly.
the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a
That sounds
thing
like
they
Minecraft.
do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron
That's
Warriors
Minecraft
are
Redstone
siege
right there.
warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate
Interns is
Imperial
a kind
Fists.
way to
Do you
put
need
it.
a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll
White
fight it in court,
Scars.
but I don't think they're gonna accept
You summon
gotta
demons
go
in Minecraft.
fast
Less
as a
the
medical
demons
condition.
part,
The
more
White
the
Scars.
you take creatures and
Allegiance,
trap them in
Loyalists.
machines.
Primarch, Jagatai Khan, a speed demon, a plain strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White
This was
Scars
Miwa's
are
favorite?
all about speed.
Ah.
They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder.
Oh,
Or
I do love,
honestly, just
like,
running really damn
vehicle
fast.
classes.
The White Scars are
Oh, I do
honestly
love
forgotten
vehicle
about
classes.
a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the laughing killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their
Just for
face
the love of the
and a
game.
chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his
I
accomplishments
do love the armor
from
designs.
the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be
Oh, this
truly
art's cool.
shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you.
Motorbike minis.
Thirst break.
Whoa, hydrate break? Hydrate break?
Woof, bitch.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Lehman Russ.
Space
Viking,
Wolves.
Savage, The Undertaker. Single word descriptor, wolf. Wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name? The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris,
Furry
a frozen
Legion.
wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Lehman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most like obvious what their shtick is Legion in
What's
the
the
20
first
legions,
most obvious
besides
then?
the World Eaters. When
Oh,
you
yeah,
look
that
at
makes
the
sense.
Space Wolves behind, what do you see?
Yeah,
Do you
that
see
checks out.
Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations.
We did it.
You have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an old-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages.
I've done that in D&D.
They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Leman Russ is an
I've done that in
egotistical
D&D.
guy
I
who
ate
just
someone's
shouts
heart and gained psychic
stories
powers, and then I saw the
tales
devil.
of his accomplishments
It was a long story.
they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice.
Imperial Fists.
Build that wall.
Oh, these are yellow guys.
Build
Are these the ones Miwa liked?
Build that wall.
The
Are these the ones we
Imperial
liked?
Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter
that's a fun
with their
ship.
main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain
still hearing
and
Minecraft.
body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power
Forklift
armor and a love
certified
for
is
building
crazy.
defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are
forklift
immovable.
colored.
When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not
They
forget
look like
that Iron
forklifts.
Warrior and Imperial Fist
They're
rivalry.
like if guys
Want to know
turned
why
into
the Iron Warriors
forklifts.
are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys, bring the thing! Where is he going?
Bonk.
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a
Forklift.
classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having a very bad day.
See, I feel like that type is not for me. You know, I feel like I don't want a heavy defense.
Oh boy, here we go.
I like the sound of the
Night
fast
Lords.
one. I like fast and I like
Heretic,
summoning, so those ones are appealing to me
Conrad
so far.
Kurz,
And I
a
like
sadist,
pink.
A vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word,
They're so sad.
fear. The Night Lords are
I thought he
my
was gonna say
favorite
emo.
legion, hailing from Nostromo and their Primarch,
Rest in peace.
Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The
That sounds
only
delightful.
thing keeping the population in check is the
emo Marines
suicide
haven't showed
rate.
up
the
yet.
Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their
There's ones
Primarch,
more
a man
emo
who
than
believed in
this.
a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make
It
humans
gets more emo than
compliant is
this.
through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube as
Oh,
young
no.
as 12 years old. Murderers
no.
before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now,
Oh.
fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are
These guys
scum.
got less
They are
fun.
the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think
Oh.
it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands.
Those guys got less fun every sentence.
And brought it into atmosphere. The crowd
I'm seeing that they're more evil than emo. Yeah, I see that.
They had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words, a legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic
Any favorites so far? Just in terms of like gameplay, I think I would enjoy. I feel like I don't have a favorite so far, but in terms of gameplay, I think I would enjoy. I believe the White Scars were mentioned to be the fast guys, and I like fast. I like playing fast ones. Just in general, in every game. Like, I don't know anything about Warhammer. I'm a very much a beginner. But, just in terms of gameplay in other games in general, I enjoy speed, and I like summoning classes. So, anything that does speed and summoning, I'm a fan. So, I like the sound of the White Scars, and I think, was it the pink guys that do the summoning? Or were they a different one? No, I think they were the one after. I think the Iron Warriors are the ones that do the Minecraft redstone machines. Summoning is coming up soon? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm excited to see. White Scars aren't just fast guys, they also have a fascinating psycho wizard tradition lore-wise. They get stuff done. Hell yeah. Okay. I have played a tiny bit of Rogue Trader, so I do know what a psyker is, so that's good. Okay, let's continue. Bonk.
Influence to them. And you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years. So
okay, here's Blood Angels. Here's the Blood Angels.
Bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker.
Oh, the vampire ones. I remember this.
Blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned.
Okay, I loosely remember this lore from the other video.
The Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds
just actual vampires,
break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see
just actual straight up vampires. That's fun.
There, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus.
That's him.
That Orc War Boss
there he
over
is.
There, Horus.
There he is. He's here.
Swarm, 1,000
Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it.
And he described the other guys as the paranoid ones?
This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through.
They
and
look
the
really
only
comfy.
thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
Red forklift. Red forklift.
The Iron Hands. Allegiance.
Why so distant, Horus? Why so distant?
Ferris Manus, a machinist.
Yeah, we'll get to the game. Don't worry.
Not a great head on his shoulders. Single word: Bionics.
Bionic! Oh!
The Iron Hands are from the
K.O.
home planet of Medusa and their Primarch, Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands
That feels like
believe that
a
the
sort of like a
flesh is
requirement, like a
weakness.
prerequisite.
So despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles,
Zombie
metal
mechs.
upgrades.
Well, not
These
zombie,
are the
you know.
things that make up this
What's
legion. Their
what's the
tech
word I'm looking
marines
for?
have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a
Ferrus
wide
Manus
array
is
of
Latin
mechanics
for iron
and
hand. Okay,
extremely
yeah.
often replaced limbs with metal ones.
Yeah, a bit on the
serving
nose
all
there.
kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron
Just a
Hands
little
are
bit on the
also
nose.
not
Masters of subtlety,
particularly
real.
Nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see, the flesh is
skin and
weak.
bones.
Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron
I mean,
Hands.
walking coffin is pretty sick.
I was never here.
Legion
Well,
11.
it's crazy. My eyes are like closed for some reason. My eyes are like closed. Why can't I process anything that's happening for the 11th Legion? What Legion?
Why, hello there.
What Legion?
I returned from touching grass.
I blacked out for a second.
I'm pretty cool with the grass touching and
I blacked out for a second. My eyes like blazed over. What was the 11th Legion again? What was the 11th Legion? I kind of blacked out for a second. World
the
Eater.
World Eaters.
World
Allegiance,
Eater.
Heretic. Primarch, Angron, a butcher, a slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you.
Angry.
Yeah, you. Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in space and get rewarded for doing so? These are the World Eaters. Home planet of Nuceria and
How
Primarch
hungry.
Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry.
How
Angron was
hungry.
raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain.
Oh, damn.
So that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his
Oh, damn.
sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with
I feel joyous and my
train of
arm falls
armor,
off.
2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a
forgot about
surprisingly
corn.
sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are. But they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their
Are these the
intelligence,
emo
their
ones?
free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I
There's
mentioned in the
other
Space
emo
Wolves,
ones?
they
They're
wear
also
their
sad.
concept on their sleeve. They're
also sad.
angry.
You'll know
they
them
wanna
when you
kill
see them.
things,
Fair.
They want to kill you and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death.
Every
If you
time I
like
had a
that,
superpower,
you play
Angron's
the World
superpower is
Eaters.
mega
Or you
empathy,
like 'cause
and
they
this
were,
happened
you
to
know,
him.
At one
Oh,
point, a lot
no.
better than that. Most of
Oh,
Warhammer
that
was
poor
a lot better
guy.
than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college.
Oh, that poor guy.
I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
It is. Hail, Caesar. If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines.
Ultramarine.
Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An analyst. A
Rabute.
diplomat. A
That sounds like
blueberry
Simlish.
Boy Scout. Single word descriptor.
Rabute.
Duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material,
Yeah,
notice how they
poster
are
boys.
always
Yeah,
colored
these look
blue.
like the-
These are the
yeah.
blue Space Marines. These
The-
ones
the
here.
classic
the
ones.
Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the
Rabute.
white bread of Space Marines. the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no
Yeah.
means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for
Yeah, you know,
warfare is
I can't always
paramount,
talk
but
down
so
on
is their
the poster
ability
boy
for
type
leadership.
character.
Gilliman,
You know,
for a while, was a damn
my favorite
boring
bandit,
Primarch
one of my
for all
favorite
the
bandit
reasons.
characters
He was
is
great
Kasumi,
because
and she's
no
the
matter how
poster
hard
girl.
you
know,
try,
I can't
you
talk down on the
don't win a
posters.
war without logistics,
Sometimes I love a good
without
poster.
supply lines, without
I love a
trade
good
routes,
poster
without
character.
infrastructure
You
and
know.
economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named
I love space maps.
Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos.
It's to the degree that I didn't know originally that Space Marines could come in colors that weren't blue.
Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting
I actually
thing
didn't
about
know
the
there was other
Ultramarines
options
is their
originally.
characters, as they are all now inflicted with
I just
kind of
thought they were all blue.
Depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empires become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh, stinky, funny poop,
green,
poop funny,
more
Woo!
green.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Mortarian.
Gunk.
A reaper, a poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarian. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard
if we're already dead.
Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of
Oh,
rot
Nurgle,
and
I know
decay.
that guy,
Now, the
kind
Death Guard
of.
are a Nurgle-worshipping infected
That almost looks like
legion
me.
whose ability to feel pain and take damage
Why does that
has
look
all
like
but
me?
just gone away.
Hold
They
on.
wade through gunfire, able to kill normal
Why did that look
Marines
like me?
10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark,
Wait a
very
minute.
stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong
Gives you
to
the plague,
them.
gives you
And
the
look at
plague, gives you the
Mortarian's
plague,
model,
gives you the
dude.
plague,
The
gives you
man
the
is
plague.
baller as fuck.
Gives you the plague,
gigantic
gives you the plague.
moth with a gigantic sight.
Gives you the plague.
Come on now. The Death
They look
Guard.
like me. You got some explaining to do.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
You're a little
Thousand
Nurgle coated but not
Sons.
stinky. I'm like if
Allegiance,
they
heretic.
like cleaned him and then
Magnus
Gajinkified
the
him.
Red, a scholar, a sorcerer, a fucking nerd. Single word descriptor, magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile,
Well, clearly they didn't
magic
succeed
is
at
their
annihilating
main
them.
tool. Take some Lovecraftian
I didn't black out
style
this time.
abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent
that's cool.
spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a
I
fan
do love
of
sorcery
wizards,
also.
your classic style of spellcaster,
I
and
do
you
like
want a
wizards.
ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarian, looks fucking baller, the
That's pretty
Thousand
awesome.
Sons are for you.
That's pretty awesome.
Asshole. There's no way. You're a fucking cheater.
Sons of Horus.
You're a
We
cheater.
don't like
My
Horus,
dad
do we?
works at Nintendo.
We don't like that
The
guy, do we?
Sons of Horus.
We
Or
don't
the
like that
Luna
guy, do we?
Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single
Oh,
word
that
descriptor,
one.
assault.
I remember.
The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer because, well...
Oh. Gives you the plague, gives you the plague, gives you the plague, gives you the plague.
The Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all 4 gods equally.
A job's
Their
a job.
famous line, "Let the galaxy burn,"
in this economy,
is the best
a job's
way
a
to
job,
describe
man.
them.
A job's a job.
Matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind. As the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment?
Word bearers. I can't read. I can't read.
The
Black Legion has dental. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Heretic. Primarch Lorgar Aurelian, a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy. Single word descriptor? Zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the word bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis. Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The word bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth
Do not
demons.
do the stim. Do not do the stim.
Hold on, they bring forth the power of the Neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar
I need to give Stim the wrench.
Smiling as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. It is a tool he is using
Hi Stim, I love
you.
you.
The galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke
Salamander.
Fire! Exclamation.
Yeah, I quite like the sound of those guys. Mostly for the gameplay implications.
The Salamanders.
I like the idea
Allegiance,
of summoning.
Loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a Forge Master, a Behemoth, a very huggy
Lizard Man.
boy. Single word descriptor.
Lizard Man.
Fire. The Salamanders hail
Sonny's
from
favorite
Nocturne,
legion. Yeah, that checks
a
out.
volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs.
Tall.
However, don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan
bars in hell,
that
but
to
yeah.
safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their
happened?
lives far and
What
above
happened?
the average human,
Why is shield mode on?
the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to
Why
save
is shield
them,
mode on?
often
What
taking
happened?
numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5
good mod,
foot
you are,
tall
you are,
giant
you
with
are.
flaming
You've never done
red
anything wrong in your
eyes
life.
just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal, says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire,
They're so whimsical.
melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
They're so whimsical. Raven Guard. Okay, this has got to be the emo ones, right? This gotta be the emo ones, right?
Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven
I've been told
Guard.
there's emos.
Allegiance, Loyalist, Primarch, Corvus,
These the emos yet? Yeah, I thought
a
so.
Raven, a shadow, an
I thought so.
industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor: stealth. The Raven Guard are the final
sneaky.
Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch, Corvus, Horus.
Yeah, they sure
If it
look
hasn't been
sneaky
made
with all
clear
that
enough
clunky
already,
armor.
The Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite
Yeah,
this,
they
their
sure look
signature
sneaky.
winged jump pack and double
They
lightning
sure
claw
do.
look is, well, not very stealthy.
Yeah, no.
They are named
That's what I'm
after,
saying.
of course, the Raven, and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that
I like
have
their little
no
hats.
problem with waiting and waiting
And that's 20,
and
so not
waiting
20. You
until
got
the
me there.
moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves
Yeah,
people
no.
in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything,
find
it
a
should
way.
not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is. Even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long
Yeah, I
that it
like the
wasn't
peaks.
until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin,
emo
ravens
ones.
everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers
emo
abound,
ones,
then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even...
There's only 20, right? This will be the last one. Oh yeah, this does look like the last one then.
Obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance, Heretic.
There's another blue one. There's more
Primarch,
blue.
Alfarius, and
Or the
Omegon.
green.
Saboteurs, destabilizers.
Or am I reading too much into
they're
the
your
colors?
walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius
Yeah, blue.
and
Blue-green. Oh, yeah.
Omegon. The
I guess
only
they can be
legion
both, huh?
to have 2 Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, 2 more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look
see.
exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All
Clones.
claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a
The
planet
Spartacus
when you
faction.
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the
They're the
Raven Guard
Spartacus
use stealth
faction.
and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you could
Guys, we
imagine
can't
from a
all be
hardcore
Alfarius.
spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an
We can't
honor,
all be
being
Alfarius.
is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see them, they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about
leave for
what
work.
Space
Bye-bye,
Marines
Bye-bye.
you wanted
Bye,
to
Fusion.
feel,
Thanks for
you
stopping
now
in.
have a better idea of what you want to play. Buy my gamer
This
sub
is fun.
shaker It's on sale.
This is
It's
fun.
on pre-order.
Okay, I
It's
think I have a
ready to
better
go.
understanding
Just get
now.
It. Just get it. Use code BRICKY.
I still don't know if I have a favorite.
And a huge thank you to all
But I do
of my
know it- I do
patrons
get it
over
more
on
now.
Patreon.com/Bricky and the members on
I
the
do
YouTube
get it now.
channel. Your names are here. I thank
I'm
you a
understanding.
ton. You are all very generous. And
Could be yeah.
I need to answer a
That's a
question.
good summary.
Have you
That's a
ever
good
attempted
summary.
to touch grass, but end
I'm
up
getting
touching
it
the
now.
Destiny 2 loading screen? Oh, damn it.
I'm getting it now. I'm understanding. I have knowledge.
Yeah.
Bakshin,
So?
bakshin.
Come on. Obviously, you're a skater.
Yay. Okay, I feel like I have a good understanding now. Bakshin, bakshin, bakshin.